Hey, everyone, it's me. I'm down at my local theater for the 2026 Oldschool Runescape Winter Summit premiere, and it would appear that you all forgot about this. I thought at least 6 of you would show up, but I guess it's just me again. I feel like this is what happens every time somehow. But yeah, the Winter Summit was just aired today. I haven't seen it yet. There was the Deadman factions thing going on. A lot of people were asking me why I didn't do the Deadman factions, and it was because I was banned from it. They said it's unfair to the other teams. You can watch from the crowd, and you'll be happy about it. And that's what I did. I watched from the sidelines. I cheered on my friends, and it seems my cheers worked, because my friends won. That's right. Sarah Dahman. Most of it was me, I'll be honest. Maybe if they do it again next year, and I don't have 4,000 things going on in real life, then I'll do it, but I just couldn't do it this time around. But it was a lot of fun to watch. I'm glad that Solo Mission put that together. It's a lot of fun. So we're gonna sit down like we usually do and watch the summit. I'll be honest though, I kind of have an idea of what we're about to see because I was just at Jagex Studios last week, seeing all this stuff firsthand. That's right. I kept this stuff secret. I could have spilled all of it and then got fined many thousands of dollars, but I chose to not do that. So we're going to watch it together now that it's all public. And if you'd like to hear about my experience at Jagex, me and Kevin Framed, we just uploaded a video talking about what went down there. And we might have talked about a few things that weren't mentioned during the Winter Summit that probably was breaking our NDA, but just keep quiet about it. Player models on Old School, finally getting a boob slider, which is huge.
They're not going crazy.
No,
you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, it's like realistic.
There's room. They're going from A to like, it seemed reasonable, like double D.
We needed it, so I'm glad they're doing it. I was talking to Aiza and Sween about this actually. They were the ones who actually pushed this to the front, so they were enthusiastic about this. But I've had some time to sit on some of the thoughts about this stuff, so we're gonna watch it together. It's just a real chill day today, real laid back stuff. But just like any other movie you might see at the theaters, we gotta sit through the ads first. So let's see what they got for us.
Hello, it's me, AG1 guy, and I am not the same guy that is watching in the theater right now. There's 2 things in life that make me happy. Things that are green and powder that can be scooped and mixed into water.
Those are the only 2 things?
Look at this. See how I'm doing it? Beautiful frother movement, if I've ever seen it. I do it really good.
Surely there's more to this.
There is.
Can this guy hear me? It's a crazy sponsor.
2026 is the year of the horse, but I think it's also the year of the AG1.
What?
AG1 is a healthy habit to pick up for the new year. It gives consistent nutritional support with 75 plus vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. Fill those nutritional gaps. It's a nice little addition to the day.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. That sounds nice.
I heard your stomach sucks. AG1 can help maintain gut balance and comfort. Guess what? There's also AGZ for a nice little nighttime ritual to cue your body and mind to start winding down. And I know that you like chocolate.
I do.
Use the link in the description and get 3 free AG1 and AGZ travel packs, plus a free AG D3 plus K2, and an AG1 welcome kit alongside your first subscription order. Try it out, I said.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. That was great. I'm gonna buy 70. All right, let's get to it. See what's going on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Winter Summit of 2026.
Thank you.
I'm Mod Aiza, and I'm joined by
Mod Kieran. Hello, nice to see you all.
First announcement of the day, hashtag Sarah on my chest. Congratulations to Team Sarah Domin, who managed to win in Deadman factions. We hope everyone that was watching at home really enjoyed that. So real quick shout out to some of the standouts in the team, which I'm going to go off front based on the graphics. So I've missed you out here, I'm really sorry, but we had Settled, Soup, Frame, Tierzu, Austin, Zizaran, Mr. Mammal, Foe, MMORPG, Annie Fuchsia, Keon,
Jimmy.
so many more. So yeah, huge congratulations to winning that. We are so excited to be able to showcase what we've got on offer for the rest of this year and beyond in Old School Runescape. If you've got issues of attention span, don't worry, because you won't have to worry about any breaks.
I just want to say, I probably have something to do with the no breaks thing, because the Project Xanaris thing that we did, like, I don't remember if it was last summit or the summit before. I don't remember when that was, but that was such a big fumble. They learned like 7 different lessons from it. There was a crazy amount of things that went wrong with the premiere of our video for Project Xanaris. It's probably the reason that Project Xanaris got scrapped, to be honest. It's probably just our video, because of our video. Going from a break into that video, breaks were not a good thing, turns out.
Celebrate 25 years of RuneScape music with a 5-disc collector's vinyl set from Lace Records.
Castle. Lay claim to your very own Lumbridge Castle.
I don't know about you guys. I completely missed the whole vinyl wave. I was just talking about this the other day. I didn't get on board the vinyl train. Is that still going? Are vinyls still big? Should I be publishing by-release vinyl? Am I missing out on tons of money for not making a by-release vinyl? What's going on there? Please let me know. I don't know if vinyl is past its prime yet, because it's experienced 2 primes now, basically. So I don't know what the deal is there. I might actually get that. I've been very into castles lately for some reason.
Giveaways. We mentioned them just a moment ago. ! Giveaway. All right. Well, let's get straight into it with our first roadmap reveal of the evening. It is going to be the Blood Moon Rises.
Ooh. Here we go. Everyone quiet down.
So, why am I here?
Well, we kind of want to do a funny travel-style infomercial for Vampirium, and we want you, Rice, to do the voice.
Okay, just so you know, I think this is a shit idea, and there's no way I'm gonna... Are you tired of vacationing without the fear of imminent death? Well, cast away your stress and open yourself up to the overwhelming horrors of Vampirium!
That was a very insane thing that I didn't expect them to do that. I wonder how much that stock footage cost them. Probably like $200, I bet. And it was worth it. Anyway, I want to talk about Mod Rice for a second. I'm going to put him in the spotlight because I got to meet Mod Rice at Jagex. That guy is one of the most passionate humans I've ever talked to. He was talking to me pretty extensively about the stuff he's worked on. And one of the things that he has worked on, he's one of 2 people at Jagex that knows how to code in the POH, which you know what that means for me and Gary. I had to get on his good side. I had to become his best friend if I want anything to happen in the POH, because he's going to be the guy. It's Mod Ash and Mod Rice. Those 2 guys are the only hope I have to make the POH better. So he's a great guy. He's a really good guy. I had a lot of good conversations with him just about basically some untapped areas of the game that he's really going to be bringing to light at some point. I can't talk anything about it, but he's a good guy. We're in good hands with him developing content. Very happy that I got to meet him. Blood Moon Rises. This is gonna be crazy, because last time it was the big boss man. He like kidnapped Venescula, I'm pretty sure. And we gotta go get him. I don't remember, what's his name? Draken? The big man on campus. You know what I'm talking about.
In this Grandmaster quest, you'll face off against Lawernial Drakan himself in our hardest quest PVM encounter yet.
That guy.
Now at Runefest, I said,
I don't intend to spoil the events of this quest.
That's still mostly true. However, I think it's time to reveal a little bit more about the area you'll be visiting during the quest. The vampire's ancestral home, Vampirium.
Everything in Vampirium is out to get you. Once you step inside, you instantly feel unsafe.
The landscape is stained crimson from the rivers to the trees. Every inch of the biome is built to extract. It's parasitic and bloodthirsty.
The plants are spiky, carnivorous, and aggressive, like if Karamja and the Stranglewood has some sort of up baby.
You'll see high-level creatures roaming, and even if they choose not to become aggressive, it's going to put you on edge. It's an entire ecosystem like nothing you've ever seen before in Oldschool Runescape, ruled by a blood-based hierarchy.
But that's not all! Vampirium is full of bloodthirsty creatures who won't hesitate to suck you dry.
Holy shit!
Including our new cuddly resident, the Maggot King!
All hail the Maggot King!
Can you please list off all of the horrifying creatures that are coming with Vampirium?
We have Venators.
I don't have words for that.
Softer leeches.
Nilochus.
Snails.
Koala bears.
Snails?
Koala bears?
Well, koala bear adjacent.
This pathetic purple guy.
Dire bats.
And of course, maggots. So many maggots.
Maggots are one of the many horrors found in Vampirium.
Real quick, sorry, this does not have anything to do with what we just listened to. This giveaway shit that they're doing in the chat, there's nothing fun happening in the chat because everyone's spamming ! giveaway. They make people turn into fucking robots. I understand the appeal for giveaway, but Jesus Christ, There's no productive things. There's no reactions happening. It's all just exclamation point giveaway. This sucks. Jagex, don't do this again because it takes away from benefiting me and my content because I don't get to comment on stupid things people say. This is not a fun, stupid thing that people say. No more giveaways, I decided. From here on, no more giveaways. That's it. This is the last one. So I'm tired of seeing people say giveaway. Anyway, Vampirium looks really cool. I remember reading about Vampirium in the lore books during a night at the theater when I actually picked up the books and read them after beating the Theater of Blood bosses. That guy Zarpus. Zarpus is from Vampirium. They like took him. He's like he was a big deal there, I think. He's from there. I know that for a fact.
These maggots will then use the body of their former host as a puppet, with them now becoming the predator. At this stage, these maggots are known as progenitors, but the vampires also gave them another name, the Maggot Kings.
Careful.
Maggot Kings are one of Vampirium's deadliest creatures, and you'll be able to take on one of these horrors in a new, repeatable, post-quest boss encounter. If you're more of a skiller than a killer, we've also got some new activities coming in Vampirium. First, we have the Bloodwood trees. These medium-sized trees are native to Vampirium, with reddish-brown bark and blood-red leaves. Their sap is also blood-red, giving them their name. Next, we have the Stimfikes. These are predatory birds found on Vampirium. They primarily hunt Letvek, impaling their prey on sharp branches before drinking their blood. Using sucker-like mouths, they latch onto other fish to feed on blood and fluids.
But it wouldn't be a great holiday without some souvenirs to take home to the farm.
All right, I don't know if I like the bit anymore. I think we dropped the bit.
You'll also gain access to another new untradeable reward, a mid to late game special attack weapon that, unsurprisingly, is also very effective against the Bitey Brigade. But the real rewards can only be earned as loot from repeatedly smooshing the Maggot King. First, we have the Seeker arrows, which are modified arrows that can be fitted with any arrowhead to increase the equivalent arrow stats. Next, we have the Necklace of Pursuit, which is the new best-in-slot ranged necklace. The creation process will be similar to the Amulet of Rancor, with some improvements made to make it more easily tradable. Finally, we have a new melee weapon, the Crimson Bludgeon. The Crimson Bludgeon is a new competitive crush DPS spec weapon. Its special attack costs 50% energy, dealing between 70 to 110% of your max hit while making 4 accuracy rolls. This is one of our most anticipated and ambitious quests to date, finally closing the book on the Mayaki storyline that has spanned Oldschool's history for more than 20 years. Keep an eye on our official channels for more updates soon, but for now, get ready, for when the blood moon rises, only one can stand in its light.
Come and visit Vampirium today! Call now and get an extra 50 maggots completely free! If you don't, we will find you and bring you here ourselves! Oh, God. Sorry, I got way too into it, didn't I?
Yeah, you drained Modq of all of his blood.
Oh, shit.
They have fun there. They have fun.
Well, that certainly was one of the videos of all time.
That's very true, Kieran.
I think we might have given the video team a little bit too much creative freedom with that.
I agree. I'm never like itching for in-depth quest info. I do still think that quests and new things are way more fun if you go in blind. The woodcutting stuff, very excited for woodcutting things. If you know, you know. Big woodcutting guy right now. Huge woodcutting guy. I might give that woodcutting method a little look. I'm excited to see this new area. I'm curious how big it's gonna be. I think the scariest place in the game is probably Stranglewood. That place sucks. That's high intensity, stressful area. I think Stranglewood and Ape Atoll, pretty scary. I'm curious what this is gonna be like. I'm curious what sort of environment they're gonna be creating to make this like an actual scary place to be.
The Blood Moon Rises will see the epic conclusion to the Mayaki saga with the darkest Grandmaster quest yet.
As part of our Winter Summit poll, we'll be asking you to vote on the quest rewards. A new post-quest high-level boss called the Maggot King a brand new Slayer creature, and some new skilling activities to get stuck into once you've completed the quest.
You'll be able to venture into Vampirium from summer this year.
Deadman Allstars is back for Season 3, and it's going to be bigger than ever. My name is Solo Mission, the founder of Deadman Allstars, and I'm here to tell you about all the huge changes coming to Season 3. If you don't know, Deadman Allstars is the biggest content creator event in Old School. 6 teams of 5 have a week to build accounts from scratch on a private Deadman world, and then fight to the death in the finale. This competition has led to some of the most iconic RuneScape moments, and I'm working with Jagex to take this season to the next level. Deadman Allstars Season 3 will be the first overseas RuneScape event in history, with the finale taking place live in Chicago. All of our competitors will be playing in the finale on stage at the Rosemont Theatre, and there'll be 3,000 tickets available, so make sure you keep
I won't be on stage competing, but I'll be there.
But who will we be able to see in Allstars 3? Of course, I have an all-star lineup for you. We've got faces old and new in here, a big shake-up of the teams as well, with 4 new...
Yeah, I'm not allowed to compete. I'd be too good. That's what they all said.
Nuggets. And our new teams are the West Ham Weasels, the Perp Rebels, Frames Friends, and the Reese Rhinos.
Okay. The biggest fumble of this whole event. Framed was supposed to be Framed Motorcycles. His team was not Framed Friends, okay? I don't know who put this idea in his head that he shouldn't do that and it wasn't brandable. Framed Motorcycles is sick as hell. How did they not go with Framed Motorcycles? That's so much cooler than Framed Friends. I feel like I can't personally cheer for Framed Friends. So here's the deal. All right, since I'm clearly going to be cheering for Framed, we're going to refer to his team as Framed Motorcycles. We're scratching Framed Friends. I'm not standing for that. There's no way I'm cheering for FF. Okay, FM, I can get behind. I'm gonna be pretty stern on this, okay? Framed Motorcycles is the real name. I'm not doing Framed Friends, okay? Yeah, I'm going to this event. I'm just not going to be on stage.
Core fundamentals of Deadman Allstars will remain the same, but in Season 3, there will be some structural differences. The first being that we plan on implementing 6 hours of daily downtime. This will occur in the globally quietest periods of the day in which the Allstars world will be locked and our competitors will be forced to take a break. We don't want anyone passing out midstream.
This is a very good idea. One, because a lot of these guys have no moderation to how much they play. This is very healthy and good. This is also, you see this if you've ever watched like Rust, I think it's like Rust Twitch Rivals. They do the same thing where they open the server up for, I think it's like 16, 18 hours, and then they close it so that no one can get in because, you know, everyone's competing to, like, you know, build their team up for the finale, basically. That's a very, very smart move. I think that's good. I think everyone competing is going to have a better time with that sort of thing in place, so that's good. Good call.
Also, be adding a midweek break to the All-Stars schedule on the 11th of June, where the world will be locked for a full day. This is a chance for our competitors to refresh themselves before going again in the second half of the week. In Season 3, kill incentives will move to a blood money system, where not all kills are treated equally. Kills in single combat will reward more blood money than kills in multi-combat. Kills on earlier days will reward less blood money than kills on later days. And the impact of deaths will be greatly reduced across the board, meaning that nobody will be turning up to the finale with anything less than the base supplies. Teams will be able to spend this blood money on upgrades to be used exclusively in the finale. Each team will line up in reverse draft order and then fight to the death. But we are bringing it back to basics. Use of sigils will be banned in the Season 3 finale. We do want to keep players on their toes though, and no match should ever feel like it's over until the last player dies, which is why a limited use vengeance trinkets will be purchasable for blood money in the finale shop. So no matter how far behind a team is, there's always a chance of a skillful KO to win it all.
I'm having a lot of PTSD from the OTK event, dude. My 2 teammates go in and get destroyed, and then me going in fighting the first person that was still left on their team in front of a very aggressive audience. I don't want to ever be in that arena again. I don't think that square arena with the skull in the middle that they use for every finale. I don't ever want to step foot in there again. I don't think. once was enough for me.
2 times a day, a new mission will be posted in-game. This will put teams against each other in a race to be the first to complete a task. Some of the missions will have higher skill ceilings than others. So this season will no doubt see even more action. The competition week will be on the 6th of June to the 15th of June, and the finale live in Chicago on the 20th of June.
Very patriotic graphic there. I like that.
They'll be coming together in Chicago for a live in-person finale.
Dude, I'm so happy that we're, one, getting an event in the US. I'm also so excited that a team-based format is actually happening for RuneScape. This is the first official esports event, like real life CSGO style, watching it in an arena. This is gonna be so cool. I made that video like, what, 5 years ago, 6 years maybe, about how old school could be the next big esport, which was a very ambitious title. But in that video, I had talked about the different ways that they could make a team-based game mode to create a new sense of competitiveness, give a new angle to PvP, and really shake things up. Instead of this, let's do a little something like this. 4 teams of 4. Every PvP event so far has catered to either 1v1s or a big last man standing type dynamic. Never once has any of it been catered towards small teams, which is a damn shame because that is the key to stemming an esport out of old school RuneScape. But you think about the whole like CSGO, Valorant matches that happen, like the tournaments and everything, the majors. Those are all, you know, 5v5. That's how it works. Prior to Deadman Allstars, it was basically just either 1v1s or free-for-all with like clans doing Deadman stuff, you know, finale like 100 versus 100 shit show, can't tell what's going on. I really think this whole 5v5 format is perfect. It's not chaotic enough so that you don't know what's going on. I think that this is just the beginning of the potential for a team-based competitive game mode. I think there's a lot of potential here, a lot of untapped angles, and I'm super stoked that Solo Mission's capitalizing on how successful this format was, because it truly did create the very first official esport event, a team-based esport event, I should say, and the first event in the US, which is so cool. I never thought I'd see the day. This is so surprising, but a very welcome surprise at that. Very excited for this. This is gonna be so cool, dude.
We're gonna have some exclusive Deadman related merch that will be available, and like, I've had a sneak peek of it. I can genuinely tell you it is sick.
It looks so cool. Like, I need to get my own hands. I really hope I can get some.
It's just a t-shirt with a skull on it.
Tickets will be releasing next month with a 24-hour pre-sale for active players on February 20th. And there'll be a general release the day after, February 21st.
For those of you that are listening and you just heard active players, you might be panicking if you're not playing right now. Let me just quickly explain, because it is genuinely really simple. Interpretation here of active players. All that you genuinely need to be able to do is load the launcher on your PC. As long as it opens up, you should be able to see the code on the 20th of Feb when the day comes around. Or as long as you're opted into email communications in your account settings page.
I think they should make you do at least 20 rooftop agility laps to be considered an active player. I think we do that. It's not too late, Jagex. That's a good suggestion by me. Feel free to take it for free. Any rooftop, 20 agility laps.
We have Deadman Annihilation, which is launching in just 5 days' time on January the 30th. This Deadman is by far the absolute best one for you to get stuck into if you've never experienced it before, or if you have in the past, didn't really enjoy it that much, felt it was a bit too punishing, maybe full PvP isn't just like your thing. This really is a good opportunity to jump in and give it a go.
What's this? No, wait, I've seen this. I know exactly what this is.
It always begins the same. The sage calls, and the mortals dance. But this time, I was listening. Her trials amuse those who watch them.
My dreams are germs.
Ask what lies beneath.
This is a really cool animation. I like that.
Their endless games. Their souls are mine. This league is mine.
666.
This league is mine.
That's sick. Very, very cool animation. It's really funny that they're leaning into the whole like demonic thing with an actual like pentagram there. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that little symbol that's around different like wizard towers, different, you know, dark wizard areas. They were originally pentagrams, and I don't know whose decision it was. It was probably Andrew Gower, because he's, you know, Christian Minecraft server mindset most of the time, as we've seen from Brighter Shores. But they changed those. They got rid of the pentagrams, which is really funny. I feel like they should put them back. I feel like they should lean into that because, you know, now they have an actual theme and an actual lore reason to get, you know, make that a symbol again. I'm pretty sure they just got rid of them because they were like, oh no, it's a real satanic thing, so we can't do it. But now they're like 666 motherfuckers, pentagram style. Yama's a demon, you're going to hell. I like that they're doing that. That's cool.
It's a little bit terrifying.
Slightly menacing. But we're not slowing down. We're adding a league to the 2026 lineup.
Ah, Mod Aiza and Mod Kieran.
The slight pause.
My favorite mortal heralds.
Oh.
Is that Yama?
That is Yama. It's honestly, I'm getting a little bit chills here. I'm already sweating enough as it is. So this league is all about things dark and demonic as you enter into some dangerous deals with the Master of Pax himself.
As with every league, we'll be keeping hold of features you've seen before, such as boss variants and combat masteries. Though on that particular feature, the team have cooked up something a bit different, which we'll share more on in the future. What I can say is we'll be giving you more powerful choices to customize your league.
I was hoping they were going to show it, dude.
Plus we're spicing up with all new challenges,
about it.
upgrades, and
Mod
rewards.
Kieran, your mortal chat grows restless. I suggest you calm them before I am forced to intervene.
He's talking about the giveaway commands being spammed.
I don't want to have to put that outfit on again and fight the real Yama.
I want them to talk about the new stuff. I don't want to keep it to myself anymore. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna burst. I'm gonna NDA burst right now.
Mod Kieran, your smile betrays you. You know April will break them.
Who's April? How's she gonna do that? Let us know.
Smile's as honest as it gets, all right?
Exclamation mark League 6 in the chat for the vlog for all the extra info that we can share with you for now in regards to the upcoming
No more commands. No more commands, man.
Okay.
It's not good for me.
So 2026 is already shaping up to be a big year for Old School. And we haven't even filled in the rest of our roadmap yet. But it's also a big year for RuneScape as a whole because it's our 25th anniversary.
25 whole years of RuneScape. How mad is that?
It's kind of hard to comprehend.
I know.
Like, you know, think about the first time you ever played, how long ago that is now. Like, it's terrifying.
It's
RuneScape's
actually
been over
getting
half
very
my
close.
life.
It's getting very close to nearly 25 years for me. That's how old I am.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. But, you know.
I just turned
also crazy
28,
to think
so
that the game itself
I haven't
is
been
older
playing
than
for 25 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 20. Close to 20.
But yeah, that's 25 years of quests, new bosses, in-person events, Twitch streams, epic wins, and devastating deaths. So what we did was we asked some of your favorite creators for their top moments over the years, and our amazing video team,
Who
with a
could
little
that
bit
be?
less creative freedom this time, put together something to share.
My name is Elliot. My online name is Skidler. Let me do that again.
I'm Alex. I'm Coxie.
I'm Odablock.
My name is SuperS.
I'm Solar Mission.
My name is Jimmy.
My name is Framed.
With a 1. Spell it with a 1.
Sylvester. My name is Skillspecs.
My favorite community moment of all time was when I built the greatest old school player-owned house ever.
I recently maxed, but I'm gonna have to say probably getting out of debt in the duel arena. I was in 258 build debt. I mean, brother. Yeah, I was a degenerate a little bit, just a little.
How big the community made the 73 meme.
Favorite memory ever playing this game is killing Odablock and Deadman, man.
Okay, wait, okay.
Greatest feeling ever.
I remember the Bounty Hunter Kratos.
Bounty Hunter Crater.
PKing a Rune Halberd.
PKing a Dark Bow and Mystic set.
And just being like, holy, that is just so much money for back in the day.
First day I released Gillinor games changed my life.
The Gillinor games recently that's been going on, my mum loves watching that with me. Mama Specs has been enjoying watching the Gillinor games.
Getting a twisted bow on my Iron Man.
When I found out what Alt F4 did.
Finishing Alt F the first time, never felt euphoria like that.
My mum.
Okay, this is editing manipulation at its finest. Probably for the best, but I'm gonna give a little context here about what I just said. All right, they asked every single one of us who went up there if we ever had like a scumbag moment when we, did something we weren't supposed to. Back in the day as kids, we're learning about being scammed. We want to try it to other people. And I remember when someone tried to tell me to drop my items underneath me, and if I pressed Alt F4, they would dupe. So I believed them, except the thing is I was on a Mac, so I didn't have the regular Alt button. And so I was trying to explain that to the person. I was like, I can't do it. Like, is there like a different button I should be pressing that's not Alt? I don't have one on my keyboard because the Mac keyboards didn't have Alt. So I couldn't dupe my money. And that's when I realized I had like looked it up and it said like, that's how you close a window. So then it, I picked my money back up. I didn't get scammed, but I was like, well, maybe he was onto something there. I see. I put two and two together. So I talked about how I had tried that on someone else, and I think I got like 50K or something from someone one time. Yeah, I was probably in like 5th grade. But that's what I was talking about when I learned what Alt F4 meant.
I think my brother got an Abyssal Whip, and I got a full set of White Mystic. Yeah, my mum played the RuneScape. Yeah, she's got an Iron Man.
Flared trousers.
When they did the Well of Goodwill. The RuneScape community has always been so generous. That is such a cheese.
Okay. I was talking about when I had a group of friends when I was a kid. We all put on that song, Play That Funky Music, White Boy. And we all had like flared trousers in a player-owned house, and we were, in the grass against the edge, and we all like synced the dance up and played the song, and it was really cool. And it made me want to make a music video of it that I simply didn't, but I felt like I was in one, which is what mattered most.
Someone's gonna watch this and go, this guy's a tosser online.
A wholesome memory for me would probably be winning a video competition.
This like really short guy, he's like probably like up to here on me.
Giving me a Santa hat for winning. His name was Framed. You've heard of that guy before. Very weird guy.
Yeah.
But he gave me a Santa hat, so it's fine.
That's how I met one of my best friends on the game, Jimmy.
I guess people that come to the events that either I participate in or host. Because just seeing everybody gather together willing to watch RuneScape, there's just honestly something beautiful about it.
They had me and Kevin answer these questions like we were watching each other answer it, and we gave the same wholesome memory, him from the perspective of him hosting a video competition and meeting me through it, and me meeting him through it by winning 2nd place in the competition. And it's the reason that my penguin has a Santa hat. It started with Kevin winning a Santa hat from his video competition in like 2011. So that's why my profile picture everywhere has a Santa hat, and it's why I always had a Santa hat on my character in older videos. I'm so glad that Odablock is coming to these now. He's become very active with like the other content creators, and getting to actually meet him in person. He's a very nice guy. This is my 2nd event with him, and it's awesome to see him kind of like becoming more a part of the community, I guess. All this like history between him and Jagex had like basically the beef's been squashed, like, I think the coolest part about this event for me, I didn't really get to talk about it in my 2nd channel video. When we had first gotten into Jagex Studios, the very first thing that happened was we all went into an auditorium. Mod North came out and basically gave this speech. He started talking to all of us and just kind of highlighting, him as a viewer of all of us, It's crazy the impact that we've had on people that we don't really realize. All the people that comment on everyone's videos and go into their live stream saying like, hey, I got back into the game because of you. You know, every single creator in that auditorium has gotten that many times from people, giving a spark to someone who may have put the game down for a while or hadn't had the motivation or was burning out, and just how influential content is in the sense of keeping the game in a state of constant growth. It was one of those moments in life where, you know, I'm taking a look around and the words that he's saying are really like amplifying the emotions. The fact that this game that I've been playing and this game that's been a part of my life in every single stage and has served as quite literally a life-changing part of me, becoming my job, and the fact that, you know, 3rd, 4th grade me, if you told me that that company would be flying me out to their studios and the CEO of the company, you know, saying such cool words to us all, like such, you know, the very, very sweet words. I don't know how else to put it. It was just a very emotional, you know, moment. It was really cool that, you know, we were all there together. I feel like I'm like holding back tears just talking about it like a little baby, but it was a really cool thing. It was a really cool thing to have so many people gathered in there that have made this game a part of their lives in such a huge way. And it was really cool hearing that come from a new CEO who you can just tell is incredibly passionate about the game as a player and a CEO. I feel a lot of optimism towards Old School, like more optimism than I've felt in a very, very long time. I think this year and the years to come are extremely promising. Anyway, I guess we'll get back to this.
So many good memories in there, like 25 years, the amount of memories that the whole community have. You've all got your own in the chat, I'm sure.
I'm taking my sweatshirt off, I'm hot. Freaking sweating in here. It's a hot theater.
And it's Runefest.
Yeah, exclamation mark Runefest in the chat to learn more about this.
I'll be there.
But it's so back, not only back, but it's bigger and better than ever before. And this year, we're going to have 6,000 tickets available. That is doubling the size of last year's Runefest.
Yeah, if you've never been to Runefest, and you know you have the opportunity to buy a ticket, if you're in the position to buy a ticket and go, I cannot recommend it more. It is one of the coolest events ever, like compared to a lot of the other conventions that are thrown everywhere. Runefest is just a step above all of them. It's insane. They go so hard with all of the decorating, all of the little events they have. Runefest of 2019 compared to the 2025, I think. Yeah, 2025. It was night and day. Like even the 2019 one was cool, but the 2025 one was insane. The fact that they're doubling tickets is kind of intimidating though, because it felt like there was a lot of people there. So doubling the amount of people is going to be interesting. Maybe they'll find a way to open it up a little more. My only purpose going to these was to just meet as many people as I could, say hi to as many of you guys as I could. I met hundreds of people that just came up and said hi to me. It was such a cool event. And obviously the Golden Gnome ceremony, all the live performances, all of the reveals. Runefest is badass, dude. If you ever have the chance to go to one, it is so worth it.
Tickets will go on sale this spring. Until then, mark your calendars for October 3rd and 4th. And if you can't make it in person, we are cooking up ideas on how we can bring Runefest to you digitally much better than we ever have before.
And with that said, shall we announce our first giveaway winner? I think we should, because we do have a first winner.
No, we're skipping it. I'm not condoning any giveaways.
If you want to carry on spamming, you're more than welcome to.
No.
It saves me seeing some unsavory comments at times. But if you're doing it to enter...
I get that, Aiza, but I don't like it. Giveaway goblins. Giveaway goblins is what you all are. And I despise giveaway goblins. What do we got?
Hello, I'm Mod Elena.
And I'm Mod Husky.
And we're currently out here freezing our asses off on the closest thing we could find to a boat to say thank you for all your amazing sailing feedback.
But we're not just here to say thank you, while also potentially giving ourselves some frostbite.
We're also here to talk about the amazing sailing roadmap we've got coming up.
But of course, this roadmap is subject to change based on your feedback.
It's a solid.
Please get off this boat now. Off that sad excuse for a boat.
Okay, I have to talk about this because modeling is there. So when I was at Jagex, I had brought a first edition of Betrayal at Falador, which I think this was like 2010. I brought it to Jagex because I wanted to get as many J-mods to sign it as I could. I had bought this book because I wanted to essentially learn about like the true scale, like the scale theory stuff. I was walking around and getting J-mods to sign this. I couldn't get everyone, but I got some awesome signatures in here. I'll take a picture so you can see it. Mod Aiza, Mod Sween, Mod Ash, Mod Elena, Archie, Acorn, as many as I could find. We were just wandering around and I saw Mod Sween in the corner and right behind him was Mod Ash. And I was like, oh, let's go, mess with Sween. So I walked over to his computer and I started talking to him. I started talking about the worst place to live in RuneScape and how this book, which I was carrying with me, I was like, I'm looking at this to look at the true scale of things, to see how big Gielinor is, in the novels. And that perked Mod Ash up. He turns around and stands up immediately upon hearing me talk about Betrayal at Falador, starts telling me some stories about this book, about when it launched, like about TS Church and everything. I started talking to him about the published books and how right now I think the second book, the sequel to this, there's only one on sale on Amazon, like the only physical copy you can get. Someone has it listed for like $555. Like it's ridiculous. Like someone's just fucking with people, acting like it's some sort of like ancient Egypt relic that you will never see again. I'm not sure why they don't sell more copies of these. I feel like physical copies of books are still really nice to have. They're a charming decoration, if anything. Just having the physical copy is really nice. Anyway, Mod Elena's up there too, and she hears me say that, I didn't get a physical copy of Return to Canifis because the only one on sale is $500 and I wasn't gonna pay that. So she says, I have a copy, I'm pretty sure somewhere at home that's just been sitting there for 10 years. I could bring it tomorrow. You could have it if you want. And I was like, you don't have to do that. That's crazy. I kind of forgot about it, but the next day I come back to Jagex and I'm coming in to meet with Mod Sween and Aiza for something, and waiting on my chair is a physical copy of Return to Canifis, the one that's on sale for $500. Mod Elena left a little note in here, just says to Jimmy, enjoy from Elena, and that was so sweet of her. I was like, what the hell? Like I did not expect her to, one, remember that, and two, actually do it. But that was such a nice gesture. That was meant a lot. That just goes to show like what kind of people are working at Jagex. These guys are awesome, dude.
It's time to get stuck into the roadmap. So, kicking things off in the spring, as the flowers begin to bloom and the hay fever sufferers cower in fear.
Pollen!
We'll be jumping straight back into the Tortugan questline with the Red Reef. In this quest, you'll be going undercover
This is
and
real quick.
Underwater.
That's the first time that I've seen them do the animation for the character mouths, like the jaw, like moving like that. That's actually really cool. Like it looks a little weird at first. I think they didn't like sync it up perfectly. Like it's moving a little too fast sometimes. But that's the first time I've seen them do that. And that kind of like opens up a new avenue for animation for RuneScape, which gets me very excited. I've only mentioned this like in my my friends chat in game, because I feel like every time I'm in there, anime comes up for some reason. Alongside the video ideas, mostly the reason I've been interested in like the scale theory stuff is because I would love to write just like a fan-made light novel from a whole different direction that takes place in the RuneScape universe. I think there's been like 6 books published ever, and I think those have like the mark of canon approval from Jagex, like that, it actually did take place, it's real history or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of potential for stories to be written that just take place there, especially since it's an MMORPG and like things aren't static and there's just unlimited possibilities. We always talk about how the player has a sandbox experience. It's a different game for everybody. I'm sure there's been some like fan-made stuff here and there for like, short stories or something. I don't know. I think it would be kind of cool as like a little side project. I've started some like character development and stuff just to kind of see what I can do just as for fun. In the same genre, I've also been toying with the idea of doing a Machinima series. All of that just kind of came to mind as I saw like the characters jaw moving a little bit, because that's like, for as long as I can remember, when a character's talking in a RuneScape machinima, it's just the overhead text. I've never seen the jaw moving, because obviously it's, you know, like a Blender animation or something, and that's really cool. That small thing could be really big, is all I'm saying.
For your troubles, you'll earn more trust from the Tortugans, granting access to a new woodcutting area. And most importantly, you'll be all set for the Tortugan Trilogy's epic finale later down the line.
I really need to do that. I have 15 sailing.
To burn those salty shoulders of yours,
I've been woodcutting all night,
we'll have a brand
basically.
new player-designed island for you to discover and explore.
What?
And I've got the first submission right here, so let's take a look. Oh, well, we definitely can't use that one. Maybe we should have refined the guidelines a little.
It was in the shape of a dick.
Hey, what's this?
Sorry, Nan. Many of you will remember that Varlamore itself began as a player suggestion years ago on the 2000scape subreddit. Throughout the development of Sailing, we've tried to keep that same level of community involvement alive. That's why we launched the Player-Designed Island competition. And after going through all of your submissions, our panel of JMods have selected 4 finalists. So what are you waiting for? Check it out in the blog that's live right now.
State of combat in Sailing. And so, to fix this, we've decided to shoot Husky out of a cannon as punishment.
But it wasn't just me who worked on combat!
Oh, and we're also going to use your feedback to make combat better too. I just really wanted to
Animators
shoot
are killing
Husky
it,
out
dude.
of a cannon.
Whoever's doing the animations is doing a great
We're actively working on
job.
identifying the pain points and common frustrations that you have with boat combat. We want you to enjoy the proper fantasy feeling of commanding your crew.
Dude, this is
as a
what
seasoned
SeaWorld looks
captain.
like.
So
That's
keep an
the
eye out for a
fate of
blog
Shamu.
covering the full details of improvements to boat combat in the near future.
For combat, I just want to be able to shoot a bow off of it. I just want to shoot a bow while I'm on my boat onto an island.
Thanks, Elena.
You're welcome.
I've never done a Barracuda trial even once. I don't plan to either.
Autumn isn't just for you speed freaks out there. We'll also be adding a brand new sequel quest for an existing storyline.
Gotta go fast.
Husky, stop it! You're gonna hurt yourself.
Dude, the animators are fucking killing it right now. I can't believe it.
On the horizon.
That's like the nicest the animation's ever been, like for like the Blender
Will
models.
after they left
If they're even using
stranded
Blender
on the
models.
Pandemonium. Or perhaps Bill Teach has got some news for us after our adventure on Harmony Island. I guess you'll have to find out when the time comes. Until then, sharpen those scimitars.
Brand new Sea Expand!
A lot of violence and scary stuff going on during this presentation.
We haven't decided on which ocean to expand into yet, but we'd like to explore how it might tie into the updates we talked about earlier, like the sequel quest or the new Barracuda trial.
Ah, isn't it beautiful?
Now, just one last thing before we go. We want to say thank you for all of the amazing feedback we've gotten from Sailing so far. Without it, Sailing wouldn't be the skill that it is today. So thank you so much for watching, and please do enjoy the rest of the summit. Now, however, I've got some JMods to spec.
Aiza always brings violence to the workplace. I've noticed that about him. He was doing it a lot during the trip to Jagex. He was constantly
There it is.
only violence on his mind. I know a lot of people have been doing Sailing, but Sailing came out in the middle of my woodcutting era, which I'm still in, until I get 99 on my main account. I think I'm at like 95 right now, but this will be the second time I get 99 on an account in like the last like 2 months. Woodcutting comes first, and then probably a couple other skills, and then I'll get to Sailing. But I might have to do a little Sailing because I really need to do these quests that they keep talking about, because I'd like to see it and not be in the dark about all of the stuff that they're making. So I should probably do a little Sailing. I can't really do much right now. What I do know about Sailing is that when I train it, I'm only going to be salvaging. That's it. I'm not touching a Barracuda trial. I'm salvaging and then never looking back all the way until it's 99. That's the plan, and that's the only plan for me. Do not try and convince me otherwise, because it will not work.
But we do have one last big reveal to go over tonight. Are
And
you ready?
you keep saying things in the chat.
What
I
did
really
they say? What could it be?
do. All right, let's go.
What is it?
Trusted allies. The balance of the world is fracturing.
I think this is the
Lucian's machinations threaten the world in ways even he could not.
I think this is the narrator from Baldur's Gate 3, by the way. I think they said that.
Despite every sacrifice, every
which is
loss,
really cool.
We must yet redouble our efforts.
Imagine you see Larian Studios
Guardians
pop
of
up.
Armageddon. It was never my desire to ask this of you. White Knights of Falador, we must put aside our differences once again. Adventurer, I ask that you bring your force to bear. We must continue to risk everything to stop the forces of destruction. It was never meant to open Guthix's archive.
Kind of looks like Darth Vader walking through the town from the Obi-Wan series where he like kills the people when he's walking. But it's us as the adventurer.
A battle rages on between numerous factions. We will not be welcome. War cannot be allowed to rage on the surface, or we will never know peace. Chaos must be contained, or the world will burn with its will. A lust for power shall not be satiated, or everything will be lost. We are the only ones standing in the way of an endless war. The power in the archive may aid us if we are strong enough. The balance must hold, no matter the cost.
Framed. I'm just playing with you. It's the Fractured Archive. Yeah, we saw this at Jagex, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty hype. I love the aesthetic they're doing for this
Holy
raid.
Champion, what a reveal to end on. Our fourth raid is finally on its way. Let's have a quick look at Old School's roadmap for this year, because there are some things that we've not talked about in there. Right, look at that. And alongside this, we have a new command for you, and that is ! Roadmap.
No commands.
You'll also see there are 2 releases on the roadmap that we have not spoke about today. We'll be doing another sweep up this year, following the huge success of the summer sweep up in 2025. So expect a bunch of blogs going into detail on a whole host of changes you'll get the chance to vote on. We're talking skilling, PVM and combat systems, world/UX polish, and much, much more.
Yeah, and in addition to that, you may also remember that when we first announced Gridmaster last year, we spoke about the bingo system being designed with a life beyond that event in mind, and we're excited to announce that Old School RuneScape will have a bingo community feature coming this autumn, if it passes a poll, of course.
I'm stoked that they're going to be polling that. I know my Discord community has bingo going all the time. They run their own like bingo server and everything. And this is going to be super, super helpful for that. So that's going to be awesome. I'm really glad they're implementing that, because the Gridmaster stuff, I mean, they clearly have the foundation there. So no reason not to do it. So I'm glad we might be getting that.
Huge amount of info to be shared in there. And remember, folks, if you've not been able to catch up on everything, stay on top of it whilst we've been talking through, then just head to the Old School RuneScape website. There is a whole bunch of blogs that the community team have been working tirelessly to get uploaded and live ready for right now. They'll all be on there. Go and have a look at them, take a read through them. Maybe just wait until after the stream though, because we are going to now have a lovely chat with Mods Ed and Mods Arcane.
The remainder of the live stream is just kind of discussing all of these events with the devs that were working on them the most. So if you do want to see / listen to their full conversations, I will post the link to this VOD in the description, and you can listen in on them. But I'm not gonna react to their entire conversations. Yeah, it's a pretty jam-packed year. It's very interesting that the first 2 big things that are happening in that roadmap are temporary game modes, which I didn't really know how I felt about that like a couple years ago, but it just seems that temporary game modes happen to be a little healthier than I would have thought for the game. I think it used to just be like a guaranteed burnout to try them, but I didn't feel that. Like during Gridmaster, after I finished Gridmaster, I didn't feel burnt out of the game. I actually felt more inclined to play after Gridmaster. So I don't know, I think maybe it's just they're setting the games up very correctly. I know it says Deadman starts pretty soon. Deadman is really a toss-up for me. I've had fun with Deadman before in the past when I played with Framed, but I never really go into it. Deadman is definitely not for me. I much prefer things that are just leagues, Gridmaster. You know, I'm there for the fun XP and the dopamine of just getting things fast and just going for a task list or something. Deadman, I've never had a big draw to it. I know a lot of people, including myself, like the punishment of Deadman is a factor of like why we don't like playing it. And even when they make it more forgivable, it's still just, it doesn't have the appeal because of the end goal of it. Because ultimately you're trying to build your guy up so that you can get as far as you can and survive as long as you can. I don't want a PvP, I think, even with like fun little relics, whatever they're called. It's not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. I enjoy watching people play Deadman a lot more than I enjoy playing it myself. So I'll probably do that. Maybe I'll try it like the first day or two, but I don't see myself playing very much Deadman mode. I'm very excited for the 6th leagues. I didn't get to play the 5th leagues because it was during all the OnlyFang stuff last year. So I completely missed the last one. So I'm very excited to go full throttle on this one. I haven't gone like all in on a leagues probably since like Shattered Relics. Like I haven't just full on committed, made content out of the league going on. Like I've not really touched leagues for a while. So I'm very excited for this one. I'm excited for them to talk more about this leagues because it's going to be very, very cool. I'm hoping by the time Blood Moon Rises comes out, I'll have the Varlamore by release movie. I plan on working on that very soon. We'll see what we want to do with that. I'm not sure what the plan is for Blood Moon Rises. I'll see if I want to do a special project with that after the fact. We'll see how the by release Varlamore movie goes and see if I want to do anything with that. Yeah, the new raid coming out is going to be awesome. I'm very excited for them to start showing more of that too. It's looking like a pretty good year. I'm sure they'll add little things here and there. Runefest this year. We got the Deadman Allstars in Chicago. I'll be there for both of those events. But yeah, I think that wraps up the movie here in this theater that I'm in by myself. I'm going to be putting out a new video in a couple days talking about more of the places to live in RuneScape. It's along that theme again. It's been on my mind a lot lately, so I made another kind of video like that. That's all I got. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for accompanying me in this very lonesome theater. It's always a good time, but take it easy.